Hey, what's up guys? This is Astranox balance adjustment preview for the 6th of August. Here we go. A lot of changes are going to happen in Epic 7. Heroes that are going to be affected. We got Melissa, Bell and Season, Araminta, Roaming Warrior Leo. There it is, finally. Benevolent Roman, Phyllis, Azalea, Adley, and Chaos Inquisitor. And there's some correction to the amount of souls gained for Bellona's soul and Hatan. And basically it's like extra attack. We're not giving soul or souls, so that's getting fixed. Okay, the first hero, Melissa. Now her skill number 3 can be soul burned for 20 souls to ignore effect resistance. That's pretty sweet right there. The soul burn before for 10 souls was increased damage, but the big damage from Melissa is not from skill 3 but with skill number 2, so it's not bad. And you don't need to land a critical hit to get the extra turn, which is very cool right there in case you miss or you don't have 100% crit chance. So pretty solid right there. Bell and Season. Oh man, this hero now attacks 2 targets like Spectre Tenebria. That is very, very nice. So that's with skill number 1, and he can poison as well like Spectre Tenebria. Chance is not as high. Skill number 2, Dark Cloud. The cooldown is getting reduced after skill ups. It's getting reduced to 2 turns. What does that mean? This skill actually resets the cooldown of skill number 3 when you kill any target. So you got that going, and then think about this hero with time matter. Every time you kill, you're reducing cooldown by 1 turn, increasing the damage of the next skill. So basically, he's gonna be an AoE machine in PvE content. You could even use him in PvP potentially and have some fun with that, because you can skill 3 and then skill 2, and then basically, you use skill 2 with time matter non-stop until skill 3 is ready. If you're not, well, you have to kill. If you kill, it's going to be like skill 3, skill 2, skill 3, skill 2. Araminta, now her skill number 2, Catalyst, attacks all enemies with a catalytic explosion, making them unhealable for 2 turns before increasing attack. Attack buff for all allies for 2 turns. So the way it worked before is that if you didn't have any burn on any target, she would not deal the damage. It wouldn't explode and deal damage to all targets, making them unhealable for 2 turns. Now it will be an AoE attack that gives her an attack buff for herself and the whole team afterward and applies unhealable. And the damage dealt will be increased of Catalysts, and also the damage will be increased of Fire Pillar, her skill number 3. So that's very nice. Is Roaming Warrior Leo going to be viable after these buffs? Well, let's talk about it. Skill number 3 attacks everyone with Raku and 90% chance to decrease speed. Decrease down on all enemies if it doesn't get resisted, of course, and plant a bomb for 2 turns. Bombs deal a lot of damage. It's based on 150% of your attack, and it penetrates 70% of the target's defense. 5 times as powerful as Bleed and 2 times and a half as powerful as Burn. Very good. Here's skill number 2. This is a single target attack, and the thing that is not clear and the thing that will be a big difference is this. You attack 1 target, right? You have a 100% chance to increase the skill cooldown of that target if it doesn't get resisted, and then decreases skill cooldown of skill number 3 by 1 turn. This is a buff right there, the reduction of skill number 3 turn by 1. And then it says at the end of the turn, detonates bombs inflicted on the enemy. But notice that it's stating like enemy, not enemies. So what's up with that? You will have to target whoever you really want the bomb to detonate on, which he doesn't have ignore effect resistance on his skill 3. He's getting an extra turn with 20 souls. So you can, use skill number 3, potentially get a bomb on the target that you want, and then boom, use skill 2, detonate it, probably take out that target. But if you don't take out the target, if you detonate a bomb, what it does is stun the target. So you could detonate the bomb on the hero that is maybe about to go, so you could potentially take them out or just stun them, so they will lose that turn, and it's going to be pretty solid. But yeah, notice that it's enemy and not enemies, so I can't wait to see him in action. I wonder how that's going to actually work. If it detonates the bombs on all enemies, then that's extremely powerful, but I doubt that's the way it works. This is a natural 4-star Moonlight hero, guys. This is not a natural 5-star Moonlight hero, so I feel like they're going to be adding more bomb mechanics in the future, and on a natural 5-star hero, or maybe just an RGB 5-star, that hero will have detonate all bombs, and that's gonna be really powerful with potentially ignore effect resistance, which is definitely much needed when it comes down to landing debuffs, as you guys all know, with the 15% innate resist. And this is a 90% chance to land the bombs, so we'll see how he performs really after the update. Benevolent Roman. This hero got buffed in April, and now he's getting buffed again. What's up with his buffs? Well, skill number 1 is a single target attack, but it has a 35% chance to activate an AoE attack that reduce combat readiness of the enemy team, well, per heroes on the enemy team, between 10 to 50%. Now it's going to change to 15 to 50%. So there's a buff there. And before that, the soul burn was for 20 souls was increased the chance of activating mana burst by 100%. And now that's getting changed. It's going on skill number 3, and that is very powerful right there. His skill number 3, right? Attacks all enemies with condensed mana. Dispelling 2 buffs. It used to be 1 buff, now it's 2. So it's definitely increasing his viability because of that. And you've got 75% chance to silence for 2 turns. Silence is very, very powerful. They can only use their skill 1. Yes, they still have their passive in effect, but still silence can definitely win games. And it's 2 turns, very long. And he's a mage, he can carry Tagil's Ancient Book. And yes, you get an extra turn, so you can dispel 2 buffs, apply silence, and then when you use skill number 1, you want to target a target which has the silence debuff, so you can double the chance of activating the AoE attack with skill 1, and then you reduce the combat readiness of, like, you know, the whole team between 15 and 50%. It's per target, and that's very dangerous, man. That combo is insane, completely insane. So nice buffs there. Phyllis, this is a 3-star Dark Knight, and now it looks like the damage was not scaling based on her defense on skill 1 before, and that's getting changed. Now her skill number 2, her passive, that's a stackable defense buff for herself, and there's also the defense buff for the whole team when she gets attacked on every 4th attack. So I've used her in the past. And she's fairly good in PvE content. Yeah, she can definitely, she's a meat shield, man. She hold the front line like a boss, for sure. And now this is getting reduced to 3 stack instead of 5 stack, and they will be increasing the amount of defense she's getting for each stack. So that's very nice, because overall she will be getting more defense from that, and also it will be faster to be stacked, so very good there. And on her skill number 3, this is a single target attack. It provokes for 1 turn, and it gives a barrier for the whole team, which is the way it worked before, right? It's a barrier for the whole team, which is based on her defense, and the barrier can be pretty decent if you have a ton of defense on herself, with you know, the defense buff plus the passive stacking up of skill 2. If you wait for the 3rd stack, it could be pretty solid right there. And yes, the provoke for 1 turn, I feel like she's definitely going to be more usable in PvE content. For PvP, I don't think so, but it really depends on how much defense she's getting increased from her stacks. So we'll see, but it's definitely going to be more a PvE hero. But her mitigation with high defense, you can balance her defense and health, so you don't go full on defense, and she can definitely tank really well. And if you're using a hero that heals based on their max health, not the target's max health, you can top her off very easily, very, very easily, guys. So don't sit on file. She can actually help in PvE content, be it raid or you know, hell as Macalis. Azalea. that hero on her skill number 3, she attacks all, right? And she applies decreased speed debuff, but now she's getting decreased defense debuff as well together. And that's for 2 turns. The chance is not 100%, but it's 75% chance. I feel like she's going to be getting a specialty change in the future and boosting that to maybe 90 or 100% chance, which is pretty sweet right there. So very good. And in terms of, yes, the damage, apart from increasing the debuff, the damage dealt by sweep will also be increased. So sweep is her skill number 3. And that's pretty nice right there. She will see more play in early game. Maybe mid game you can have a hero that applies defense break. And I think she has pretty solid amount of morale when it comes down to Labyrinth and Raise as well. So yeah, she could be used for PvE content in Raid and Labyrinths. Adley, a mage that has an AoE attack on skill number 3. We know that's how it was before, but the chance now is getting boosted to 85% instead of 75%. And it increased kill cooldown of the targets by 1 turn. So that's good, right? Chance is getting increased, and increasing cooldown by 1 turn is actually a very powerful mechanic. You guys know about Judge Kisei. And now it dispels 1 buff each as well for each target. And that's very nice because if they have immunity, you can remove the immunity and then put their skills on cooldown. But if there's a Fallen Cecilia, if there's a barrier, that means the immunity set will be protected by the barrier. So yeah, keep that in mind. And the Soul Burn is actually very good because it ignores effect resistance. And the cooldown is reduced by 1 turn as well. So pretty solid right there. I mean, 85% chance is quite high, and ignore effect resistance is definitely something you want when it comes down to, you know, dispelling and, you know, increasing skill cooldown, applying debuffs. You definitely want ignore effect resistance. And he's a mage, so he can carry Tegil's Ancient Book. Chaos Inquisitor, man, that hero was pretty solid. I need to actually build him, but yes, Chaos Inquisitor, now his runes are getting buffed, man. Like more damage, more combattiveness after he dispel a buff or buffs with Heavy Strike, which is skill number 1, and then increase Preach's chance of activating Heavy Strike. This is his skill number 3, Preach, and Heavy Strike, the skill number 1, that's 100% chance to activate skill 1 after using skill 3. That's crazy right there. That's a lot of burst damage potential right there, because before it wasn't 100% chance. And also increases buff dispel chance of Heavy Strike when it is activated by Preach. So it's going to be 100% chance to remove a dispel and to remove a buff with skill number 1 if it's activated by Preach, skill number 3. So that's also very nice, and I believe he has 2 chances when he uses skill 1 to remove a buff. So if it doesn't work on the first hit, the second one might end up doing it. Acquired Souls Improvement. Now when you soul burn and you use an ability, you're actually getting the soul of the ability. Before, the way it worked, if you're doing a soul burn, you're not getting the souls because you did a soul burn. So that's getting changed, and that's actually pretty solid, because in PvP offense, you know, when I was soul burning, I wish like I was getting my souls back, because you could end up on your second turn or maybe third turn ending up having enough souls to use that like 10 soul burn ability later down the line. Bellona's soul and Hatan, they're getting you know, souls from their extra attack as well. And here they're changing the skill description of skills for different heroes, and it's just making things more clear. So one thing that I did spot is here. I mean, there's quite a few things, and that's just, nothing is changing mechanically. Martial Artist can, his skill number 1, when you do the skill ups, it's boosting the damage of his counter attack of his passive. So if you didn't know, and the Dragon Flame. And Alexa, I spotted this here. After Awakening, yes, we know that when she lands a critical hit, she gets an extra attack. And the name of the extra attack was called Cold Edge, which is the same name of her skill number 2. But now I noticed this, it's called Lightning Bolt. So there you go. I don't know. It's just name change for the skill, because it was confusing before. A Cold Edge as the extra attack. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Let us know what you think about these buffs, because I mean there's some really nice ones in there. By the way, balance season, you can get him from the selective summon when you start a new account, which is now after clearing stage 1-4. It's not 1-10, by the way, guys. So that's pretty cool right there as a speed farmer. But I still recommend Sigrid. She's just too good for a Wyvern. Just an amazing hero you can use through the whole game compared to even Vildred. Vildred is still very powerful, of course. You can use him in a lot of places, but Sigrid is definitely my go-to girl when it comes down to a new account. And you can check out my progress of my 4th account. It's been really crazy, man. Downing Wyvern 13 under 7 days. And yeah, let's know what you think about these buffs, guys. Some very cool things. I wonder about the Roaming Warrior Leo, how he's going to be performing. Of course, we'll see some play of Roaming Warrior Leo. He's definitely going to be fun to play with, but I wonder, that detonate one bomb, at least you can target who it's going to be, but it's not going to detonate all the bombs. Unless it was miswritten, it's actually enemies, which I doubt for an actual 4-star hero. That's just way too powerful considering how powerful bombs actually are. I mean, 150% of your attack and stun, like, wow, that is just too good. So if it detonates all, it's just, I mean, he doesn't have 100% chance to apply, and then there's the 15% innate resist, so 90% chance to apply. No soul burn for ignore effect resistance, so a few things to to kind of like worry about. It definitely drops his viability. But that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon flag to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. I got playlists of all sorts for PvE and PvP, Arena, Guild Wars, guys, tips now, tools, and for 62+, as well as best other guides for our early to mid game players. Join my Discord server, almost 2,000 members, and I got a second channel in YouTube for Epic 7 content. It is for gameplay, extra gameplay videos. Go check it out. The link is in the description, the pinned comment, and it was advertised at the top right of the screen. Press the I, check stuff I've been advertising throughout the video for other videos and playlists and stuff like that. Check it out. Subscribe if you like the content there. It's going to be mostly longer videos, PvP content, Arena, World Arena, Guild Wars. Guild Wars, yes, for sure. Across all my 4 accounts. Now it's only 3 because the 4th one's not good enough. But that's really it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Peace out for now.